Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope that you're doing really well today. Today I'm coming to you to share my week with you, do my week in review. Let's talk about some things that I got, tried, or refound and tried again to see how they worked with me. So if you're interested in my week in review, then please keep watching. I did just recently buy a new primer. This is from Hard Candy. This is their Sheer Envy Lift and Firm Primer. This is by Hard Candy. This, aka Miracle in a Tube, if it works. I've only used it one time. I have it on now. I'm not noticing a lot. It felt really nice going on. It's like a very light moisturizing feel, but it feels really nice going on. Like I said, I only used it one time today, so we'll have to talk about it more in detail next week. Why, when I turn the camera on, does my face start itching? I thought this was pretty interesting. It always intrigues me. It's like, I'm going to get it and prove it wrong. But if it's right, and if it really does lift and firm, then I'm going to be ecstatic. So, okay. As far as foundation, I haven't really tried a new foundation this week, but what I did was pull out. This is a foundation I shared with you all. It used to be an absolute love. My skin's done a lot of changing. I do still like this foundation, but I've tried other foundations that have given me more since I fell in love with this one, so I like it, but I don't love it. So I pulled out, because I just recently got the Urban Decay Velvetizer. I put these two together and it was like amazing magic. This Velvetizer gave this Neutrogena skin tint like a power punch. It gave it the coverage that I wanted. It looks beautiful. These are very nice together. So I am really enjoying what this Velvetizer does. The reason that I got this Velvetizer was actually because I was watching Two Orchids, and I believe it was Karen that said that she loved this to set her under eye with. So I thought, you know what? I am always looking for the perfect under eye setting powder. Who isn't, right? So I picked this up the next time I was in Sephora. I do like it to set under the eye. It gives a velvety, beautiful feel and finish to it. So I did a side-by-side of this and just used, and I believe it was either the Maybelline Fit Me Loose or it was the Coty Airspun. And although they both looked very nice upon the application, I felt like the side that wasn't the Velvetizer had a little more settling into my fine lines and just a little more of a unevenness. This looked smooth. It looks beautiful all day. Whether you put it in with your foundation and then use a different setting powder, whether you put it in with your foundation and use this as a setting powder, it is just an amazing product. And your skin does feel like velvet. This is a really awesome powder, and I'm pretty much, this is going to be in my collection from here on out. It's just wonderful. I've also pulled this back out. I've been going through a lot of my different products, testing them. I have raw lips because I went through so many of my lipsticks. I think I threw, well, I'm not going to say how many I threw out. But anyway, Revlon ColorStay. I wanted to revisit this. There's a couple girls that I watched that have just gone on and on about this product, about how wonderful it is, and I was like, it was okay, but I don't remember it being that wonderful. As I said before, our skin changes, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to pull it back out. I'm going to give it another chance. I'm going to give it another try, see how I feel about it. Have it on today. I really do enjoy it. This is definitely not a full coverage for me. This is one that I do go in and do a second application, or I will add my Urban Decay Velvetizer and get a fuller coverage. But I do like the way it looks. I like the way it wears. I feel like it is very mature skin friendly. This is the one that is combination oily, and I really do enjoy it. I need to get a darker one. No, I have mixers. I don't need to do that anymore. I still will. Who are we kidding? This is something that I had bought on clearance at Ulta. This is NYX Cream Highlight and Contour Palette. I've been trying to make this work all day. Just the contour. These are, it is, I think it's just dry out. Maybe that's it. But I've been using, let me grab it. I've been using my little Real Technique brush. Which one is this? Sculpting brush, and I go in there and it is like I cannot get the product on here. And I was like, well, Trish, that's probably why they had it on clearance. Dummy. But yeah, so I'm not having a lot of luck with this. I think it dried out. It was marked down to $3.79 and I got 20% off that. So this is just gone. You know, I'm just over trying to make things work. You know what I mean? It was on clearance. It's dried out. I can't give that to somebody else, or I would. Let's talk about a setting powder that I had gotten a long time ago and not used it. This is the Maybelline Master Fix by FaceStudio powder. This is a white powder, as you can see. This, to me, I've worn this a lot this week. I have brushed away my bake with it. I have baked with it. I have set my under eye with it. This, to me, is the drugstore equivalent of the Makeup Forever loose powder. And what I mean by that is I have the same smooth texture. It locks my makeup in. It's just a beautiful powder, a beautiful product, but that lock in. This one does it. I think this one does it the closest to the Makeup Forever. This is the closest in the drugstore. Really nice. Once again, it is a white powder. So if you're going to be out in the evening doing flash photography, Snapchatting, Instagramming, you're going to have flashback with this. So do take heed to that. What I did to cut down a little bit on that, when I would go to brush my bake off, if I baked with this loose powder, I would get my Real Technique powder brush, and I would go into this. I just recently got this. This is the LA Girl Pro Face powder, and this is in Classic Ivory. You have the powder, and then down here you have the mirror and you have a sponge. But I would just take my brush in this, any powder that has a little bit of a tint, and this is what I brushed my bake off with. So there was a little something with color, but I would still be really careful doing flash photography with that powder because it is white, and now it's all over my black blouse. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I am horrible with names. I can't remember names. I can't pronounce names at all. Unless you have a dog. I will remember that dog's name and that dog's birthday. I guess e.l.f. had a collaboration, and I'm sorry if I say it wrong, with Christian Siriano. And they came out with a lip oil and a liquid lip. I have the liquid lip on. This wears beautifully. It is so nice. It is so pretty. I really do like it. And I'm being honest here. I think if I was still blonde, I would probably be a little intimidated by this because it's pretty out there. But with the darker hair, I feel like, you know what? It's okay. I can do it. I'm going to do it. This is the lip oil that they also came out with. Feels really good on your lips. It does feel very moisturizing. It doesn't like spread all over your lips and go everywhere. I mean, if you apply too much, I suppose it would. But the applicator on this, not so much the liquid lipstick, but the applicator on this lip oil is kind of brutal. It's kind of difficult. And I know that sounds like, wah, but it just is. I don't know how to explain it. Not my favorite applicator, but I do enjoy the lip oil. It is really nice. I've enjoyed it a lot. I also revisited this as I was going through my things. This is Hard Candy's Wet Ever. I actually had this on because I was going to do a demo of what I've been doing. This is a really pretty, you do need a lip liner with this if you have any lip lines. This stays glossy. What you see, it stays that glossy. What is that? Like, Oh, I guess there was a button thing there. I was like, what is waving around out of my sleeve? I hate when it's windy. My hair's super fine. When it's windy and I have on something like this and my hair gets in it and then I pull my hair out and then it's a streak. I hate it. So I've been taking this because I found this also when I was doing my declutter, SMASHBOX Insta-Matte. And you just take it. Now, I don't apply it. You could apply it directly. I don't. I put it on my finger. You could use a lip brush. Okay, I'm going to show you. And you just dot it on there. And then it dries down and it becomes a matte lip. No more worrying about the wind. See the difference? Where I put it, where I didn't. This is amazing. I love it. Because I have a lot of glosses that are really pretty and they're just, you know, when I go outside, I don't want that wind going. And so I put that on, problem taken care of. Now in the same turn, when I put this on, this does dry down to like a matte lip. And I wanted just a little something. I'm getting ready to go out and meet Jack. We're going floor shopping. We're going to put hardwood floor through the house. Not in here, not in my makeup room, not in his trophy, not in his hunting room, and not in the master bedroom. He wants to stay carpet in there. I would like to do hardwood the whole way, but you know what? It's okay. We'll negotiate later. But I wanted a little something, you know what I mean? So I put this on top. These have become a favorite. This is from Hard Candy. This is their plumping serum. This is what it looks like. This is the applicator. And I just dot it a little bit on, once again, with a bright pink. Use your finger, dot it on. That way you don't get the pink in the tube. And lovely. I have a couple of these. I'll show you the colors. This one is Girl Next Door. I don't know that you're going to be able to see much. It just has a little bit of a color to it. And then we have Cakewalk. I guess the first one's a little more peachy. This one's a little more neutral. Now both of those have a shimmer. This one does not have a shimmer. And this is Swan Lake. You can just see a little more of a cream there. I don't know if you could see any of those new palettes. I just picked these up on the Facebook page, Lulu Beauty. She had somebody ask about drugstore palettes. And she said one of her friends who is not a big fan of anything if it is not like higher end, is the way I kind of took the conversation. She liked these. So these were on sale at Target and I picked the 4 up. I've used a little bit out of each one. Today I have on the Magnified Nude. And these are really nice. Now you do kick up a lot of powder, but the pigmentation's there. The mattes blend beautifully. I had no issues with these. These are an eyeshadow that you really are going to build, which a lot of people really prefer. I like to be able to build mine nicely also. So these are super. But these colors, they stay nice looking. I've had these eyeshadows on for 3.5 hours. I've been in and out here on the farm. We're getting ready to leave. And I've had no issues at all. These have been lasting my whole day, still looking beautiful. At the end of the day, I'm really impressed with these Rimmels. They last, they blend, they look so pretty. A lot of fallout. When you dip your brush in there and you're getting color on your brush, there's a lot of powder coming up, but I don't have a lot of fallout on my eyes, and at last the pigmentation's there. I've said that before. I won't say it again. I wanted to get an eye primer for my lower lash line. I picked this one up. This is NYX Big and Loud. It is a white primer. I wanted something with a small brush like this. I really do like it for my lower lashes. Still use the Rocket Mascara for my top lashes because it doesn't straighten out my lashes. I tried this NYX Worth the Hype because I was going to be wearing false lashes today. So if my lashes didn't stay curled, it wasn't too big of a deal. This, it straightened my lashes immediately. So I will try it over the Rocket, wear it that way. wear it on days that I'm going to be wearing my false lashes because I love my false lashes. But all in all, I don't think it's worth the hype, but I will use it. I have to share with you these lashes I have fallen in love with. I don't know if y'all remember when I did a haul from Eyeshadow House, I got a lot of lashes. These have become one of my favorites. This is the DW lash. I have them on again today. They are just beautiful. They're like almost like a wispy. They're just a beautiful, beautiful lash. They're lashes that I could wear every day. They just start in the perfect place and end with that pulling my eyes out. I just love them. Eyeshadow House. They always have sales. Watch for the sales. This next week, I'm going to continue trying this primer out. We'll talk more about it next week. I also want to try this Catrice Prime and Fine Makeup Transformation Drops that make your foundation waterproof. Once I got it, I saw that it said that it was supposed to be a Catrice foundation, but my Catrice foundation doesn't really need this because it stays on really well. So I'm going to try it with another foundation, see how it works. I'll probably videotape that, bring you guys along. We'll chat more. I hope that y'all have a great day. We're going to get floor. I'm so excited. I hope that you have a wonderful start to your new week, and I will see you in the next video.